Yeah?
We won the lads. We're Man United, we're never gonna stop. Guys, man, let's start.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. Sweet. In there's not even Carabao. In there's all the rivals, tears, who thought we was going to lose. All you lot who tuned in today to watch Man United lose because you're getting scared that we're coming back. I'm drinking you lot's tears. Hawaii, the lads. Hawaii, hold that. Oh, Eddie Howe walking his dog. It was all about that on Sky Sports. Oh, it means all this. Oh, we got Bruno Ramirez. Oh, we got St. Maximum. St. Maximum who? Hooked. Shit. Bruno. Dyed his hair like Anthony. Shit. There, Bruno. We got the real Bruno. Listen, what a win for Man United. And you know what? Why it feels great. We didn't even have to get out of second gear. We didn't have to get out of second gear. This wasn't a game where our attackers were fantastic. This wasn't a game where, you know, we were all over Newcastle. Didn't need to be. This was a game where we scored 2 quick fire goals and said, not a problem. They won't hurt us. Not a problem, you know, and we just managed the game really, really well. And Erik ten Hag, yeah, I'll talk about the game in a minute, and I'll talk about, you know, how we played, etc., and who played well, and the man of the match, all of that stuff. But I have to start at the manager. Ten Hag has returned Manchester United to competing for honours. This is just a springboard. You know what? I'm not going to say it's an anti-climax, right? But I've left there thinking, yeah, you know what? Carabao Cup in the bag, nice. Come now? Let's go. I want more. Where's the next FA Cup? Wednesday? Right, let's deal with that. Right, when's Europa League? Betis? Let's go again. We'll look at the league a little bit later. What's next? That's down to Ten Hag. You don't always talk about flex judge, don't touch the players. I don't care. I said we was going to win today. After Barcelona, I said we're going to win the league. Like, we're back. And when I say back, I'm not saying we're back at the top of English football, because obviously we're not. But in terms of the mentality of believing that Man United belong at challenging for honours, it already feels like we're there. And you know what? Rival fans will laugh and say, oh, Man United acting like we won the World Cup. They're acting like we won the Champions League. No, we're acting like we've got a good manager. We're acting like we've got standards at our football club. And we're acting like our team is on the way up. And that's exactly what has happened. Every single Manchester United fan around the world, all of you guys who have stayed up to crazy times watching us in our toughest moments, in the last 10 years, and you followed us all the way through thick and thin, to everyone who goes to every home game, every away game, every watching on the TV, listening on the radio. Like I said, you know, I spoke to fans in Australia who wake up at crazy times of the night in the morning and lose football matches and have to go to work. People who are in Africa, people who are in America, the Caribbean. This is all for you guys. We've got the real deal in Erik ten Hag. Let me tell you that, because the mentality that's flowing through them players' veins, the confidence that's flowing through them players' veins is absolutely brilliant. And what Ten Hag's managed to do in such a short space of time should be commended, because I tell you what, I didn't think this was possible in 6 or 7 months. I didn't. If you asked me at the beginning of the season, you know, where we would finish and what we would be doing, I said 5th at best. I couldn't see this team doing any better than 5th. And it was like, if we can get the top 4, great. But I just want to see a style of play and see us get stabilised. Ten Hag went, stabilised? 5th? Nah, I want it all. I want it all. And you know what he said during last week? I don't care about credit, I care about trophies. And that's what we've come to do. At the first time of asking, Ten Hag has got a trophy, and it feels absolutely unbelievable. Now let's get to the game. Today was a weird game, because today was a game where Man United didn't have to get out of second gear. I think Newcastle started well. Ten Hag always talks about the rules and the principles and the philosophies. I thought we tried to go really direct. I don't know why. In the first sort of 5-10 minutes, it was like, as soon as we got it, we're trying to knock it in through the channels, trying to miss players out, no build up, no fullbacks getting involved, just get it, hit it long. And that was wrong. St. Maximum started lively, got Dalot booked after 8 minutes, and you're thinking, oh, I tell you what, this could be a bit of trouble here. And then De Gea pulls out a big save from St. Maximum. From that point on, we just calmed ourselves down. We got hold of the game. We stopped Newcastle's, bright start and quietened them down and just defended properly. And that was down to the Ghost, the Wraith, the Phantom, Rafael Varane and the Butcher Martinez with Casemiro and Fred just in front of that. Those four, and obviously Luke Shaw as well, they were just absolutely... Do you know what? Everyone in the defensive department was absolutely fantastic. Even Dallo, after getting booked after 8 minutes, against someone like St. Maximum as well, you think it's going to be a long night. And don't get me wrong, that's the reason why I probably come off at half-time. But even he managed to settle down, won some big tackles against St. Maximum and managed to calm himself down. But Luke Shaw was out of this world. Varane and Martinez out of this world. And Casemiro just in front of them, out of this world. And Fred doing his thing as well. And that is the reason why we won this game today. It wasn't because of the forward players. It wasn't because the forward players were great. It wasn't because Bruno was doing his usual of laying it on a plate for people, penetrative balls through the lines, getting shots off. It was none of that. It wasn't Rashi taking people on, not making people flip-flap elastico. None of that. It was the efficiency and the organisation of the team and the mentality to say, we're all right. We got big characters here. We got Casemiro. Do you realise that Casemiro, that was just a normal game for him? Like, he's going League Cup. What, Wembley, it's all right, but this is light work. Just listen to me, you'll be all right. Varane, same thing. You know what they said about Varane? They said that he got carried by Sergio Ramos. They said the only reason he lasted 10 years, by the way, over a decade at a club, getting carried, was because the guy next to him, Sergio Ramos, who can't even play football anymore, I think he's just retired, he couldn't lace his boots and that he's getting carried and he'll come to the Premier League, get found out. I'm telling you now, Rafael Varane has been an absolute monster this season. All we had to do was get a manager in who understands how to get him fit, give him a system around him, give him a certain set of standards that he's used to at Real Madrid. And now look, we look almost unbeatable in most games. So he's been absolutely fantastic. And that's what I love about the players is the mentality. Even at half-time, the way Ten Hag managed the game, he managed the game to perfection. He said, Dallo, you're on a yellow card. You don't need to be on the pitch. They're going to come at us. They're going to make it more difficult for us. Get Wan-Bissaka on. In one-on-one, is that Newcastle bus? No, it's not. In one-on-one situations, we're going to need Wan-Bissaka's skill set. It was almost like a role reversal from the Barcelona game. In midweek, he started Wan-Bissaka. Then it got to a point in the second half where he's like, I need more quality on the ball. I'm going to need Dallo's skill set. I'll bring him on. And then we went up a level and Garnacho came on as well. Today, role reversal. Actually, Dallo's on a yellow card. Why do I need to make him even prove that he can go the rest of the game without getting booked? Get him off, get Wan-Bissaka out. And what did Wan-Bissaka do in the first 2 minutes of the second half? There was a massive tackle that he made in the centre circle on St. Maximum, and it set us off on the counter-attack. Absolutely unbelievable change from Erik Ten Hag. And then when the going got a little bit tough, when we needed a little bit of injection of legs into the midfield and intensity, he strips down Sabitzer and strips down Scott McTominay. And get them two on as well, who were absolutely fantastic, especially Sabitzer. I thought he added real quality as well, the way he played as well. So for me, it feels like one down, and 3 to go. That's the saying. 1 down, 3 to go. Why not? I believe in this manager. I just believe in whatever he does. And I love the fact that he's playing the strongest team in pretty much every game. He wants it all. He wants to smoke. And I'm just thinking back, before I wrap up, right? I'm thinking back to when I sat in that stadium when we went to the Ajax game, when they won the league, right? Me, Marcel, KG was there. And I looked around and we all said, we want this. Look what this manager's created here at Ajax at the Johan Cruyff Arena. It was absolutely bouncing. Flares were going off. The fans were going crazy. I felt that. I felt that today. This manager is here to put Man United back at the top of English football, of world football. And you know what he said? Remember when he came here, he said, era's come to an end. I think that's going to be one of the biggest quotes of the next 5 years. Era's come to an end. I've got a feeling that Man United are going to start challenging for top honours again. I do. I'm just going to be honest. There's no flex, there's no this, that. I don't care about that. This is my honest thought. We have found a gem in Erik Ten Hag. We've found the right one. And what a performance today, considering we didn't even need to get out of second gear against a Newcastle team that really wanted this. You speak to Newcastle fans, you speak to them around the city, you look at how much this would have meant to them and what it would have meant for their development with the new owners. Within a year, they were in a cup final and they could have beat Man United. But we said, nah. Wembley is ours. Look at it, lit up. Congratulations, Man United. So, on that note, Cheers.